In 1553, a teenage girl became Queen of England. 9 days later, she was erased from history. Her name was Lady Jane Grey, and her story is one of ambition, manipulation, and a crown that was never truly hers to wear. Jane Grey was born into privilege but raised in shadow. Her father was a duke, her mother a woman of fierce ambition, but Jane herself was different. While other noble children played, she studied. Languages, theology, history, mathematics. She consumed knowledge like others consumed food. By her early teens, Jane was fluent in 6 languages and could debate scripture with bishops. She was brilliant, devout, and utterly unprepared for what was coming. She was not raised to rule, she was raised to obey. In the spring of 1553, King Edward VI lay dying. He was only 15 years old, and England was fracturing. Edward's advisors, led by the ambitious Duke of Northumberland, faced a crisis. Edward's half-sister Mary was Catholic. Mary was not just Edward's sister, she was the rightful heir under Henry VIII's will. If she inherited the throne, everything the Protestant reformers had built would burn. So Northumberland hatched a plan. He would rewrite the line of succession, skip over Mary and Elizabeth entirely, and place the crown on the head of someone he could control. That someone was Lady Jane Grey. Jane didn't want it. When Northumberland came to her with the news, she reportedly fainted. But she had no choice. Her family's future depended on her obedience. On July 10, 1553, King Edward died. 3 days later, Jane was proclaimed Queen of England. Her name was announced but never truly accepted, as if England itself refused to remember it. She rode through London in a golden litter, dressed in green and gold, trying to look the part of a monarch, but something was wrong. The crowds didn't cheer, they whispered. Jane felt it immediately. The crown was hollow. The people didn't want her, they wanted Mary. While Jane sat uneasily on the throne, Mary was riding toward London with an army at her back. She had support from the nobility, from the common people, from the church. Within 9 days, it was over. Northumberland's plot collapsed. Jane was arrested and taken to the Tower of London. At first, Mary showed mercy. Jane was imprisoned, but not condemned. She was, after all, just a girl caught in a man's game. But then Jane's father joined a rebellion against Mary. That sealed her fate. In February 1554, Jane was led to the scaffold inside the tower. She was 16 years old. She walked calmly to her death, composed and faithful to the end. Her final words were a prayer. She knelt, found the block in the darkness, and accepted her fate with a grace that moved even her executioners to tears. But here's the cruelest part of Jane's story. After her death, she was forgotten. Mary rewrote history. Elizabeth would become the most famous Tudor queen. Edward would be remembered as the boy king. But Jane? Jane became a footnote, a curiosity, the girl who was queen for 9 days. Her brilliance, her courage, her tragedy, all erased. That's the real story of Lady Jane Grey. Not a queen, but a victim. Not a ruler, but a pawn. And yet, somehow she remains one of history's most haunting figures, a reminder that sometimes the most powerful people in history are the ones we forget. For more stories history tried to forget, head to the channel and subscribe if you want to see what comes next.